Hey, welcome back to Chronicles of the Curvaceous. You know we fabulous and tenacious. We're dropping faith-based weight loss motivation. Hey y'all, it's Queen Fitness here. I'm back again for yet another video. It's VEDO day number 23. And I want to just pop on for a few minutes to talk about a important subject that is often overlooked. And that subject is the importance of rest. I know some of y'all are probably like me who are always on 10. Like want to just give it your all and just run to the max when it come down to everything. But I want to just drop these wisdom keys out here. It's Motivational Monday, and I want to inspire you guys and motivate you guys to take time to rest. Take time to just take a deep breath. Just let your hair down. Just allow your body to relax and just, hey, in between workout days, you need time for your muscles to recover. You need time for you to just decompress and not be so rigid and so stressed about your journey. Y'all, this is something that I am working on. So I don't burn out, so that I don't push myself to the point of injury. I don't push myself to the point of no return. I don't want to have no breakdowns, no none of that. So I am developing discipline in this area. And I don't know who needs to hear that it's okay. It's okay to take a day and do nothing. It's okay to just sit down, embrace the weather, hear the birds chirping, just relax your mind and just be free. Y'all, you gonna get to them. You gonna reach that goal. You gonna reach that destination. I promise you. You'll get there. You'll get there. But where you at, you didn't get where you are overnight, and you will not get out of this place overnight. You need to pace yourself. Pace yourself. Don't push yourself so aggressively and so overboard to the point where you miss the process. In this thing, this health and wellness journey, along the way, we are growing, we are developing, we are learning about ourselves. And in the process, we are learning what works for us and what don't. We are learning healthy habits. We are learning how to just be effective in our journey. So in the midst of that, sometimes you got to take that time to just settle yourself, spend time with God, listen to what he's saying to you, prepare yourself for your next week. That downtime is so important, because some some potholes, some roadblocks, some other things can be avoided if you just take your time and just reflect on the journey. Just think about what worked for you, what didn't. All that stuff is so important. And on those rest days, on those days when you're not physically active, you need to just take that time to just sit down, just evaluate your progress, evaluate you know your what your even read. You may even have to sit down when you're evaluating and rewrite your routine and make some adjustments in your routine. Some things that wasn't working for you before, you might need to eliminate those things and add new things to it. I was reading an article before I got on the video, and I was reading an article about rest because I just want to understand, is it okay? Is it okay? Is it okay to is it important? How important really is it for you to rest? And I was reading, and they was talking about how you need time for your muscles to recover. They were talking about how when you get too extreme with your workout, you take a higher risk of injury, and burnout. I know that that's where it happened to me on my first journey. When I first started in 2014, I was just going so crazy. I was just working out 5-6 days a week, and I was just doing 2 hours at a time and then walking home and going back again for a second round and just doing. And then when I reached the place where I burned out with it, where I just stopped working out, then when I got ready to get back up and get back on my journey again, I promise you, I had set the bar so high. It made it so difficult for me to actually start making progress again. So I just want to warn you concerning just doing too much. Doing too much. You could be counterintuitive by just going crazy with it. And I'm not saying to you, I'm not trying to dictate to you what you should or you shouldn't do as far as your workout. Everybody got to find their own path. But I am sharing with you the things that I've learned in the midst of my own mistakes. People say experience is the best teacher. I think that if you learn from somebody else's mistakes, that's a better teacher to me. I don't have to go through it. I don't have to have the hard knocks and all that stuff. I can learn from somebody else's mistakes. I can sit down and glean from their wisdom keys and benefit from it and not have to ever have them wounds myself. I don't want to have to go. I don't want to have to learn the hard way. Give me, if you share with me wisdom keys and information that you learn and I apply them to my life and it make me better, hey, kudos. And I'm glad that I could sit down and I can listen and I can glean from you versus me having to learn the hard way. I don't want to learn the hard way. So, y'all, it's really, really important that you take time for you, that you rest, that you allow your muscles time to recover, that you give your mind take a break mentally from the pressures of the world and just chill out. Just chill out. Allow your heart time to heal. Allow you time to recover so that you can get back up and you can do it again. You can get back up and you can get back in it and you can give it your all. You do not want to be done burnt out. You don't want to be out there and be done hurt yourself because you don't went so far, you exhausted and you make a mistake that wouldn't normally have happened had you been rested. Had you had you really just been really thinking things through and processing what you're doing. Y'all, like I said, and then especially as women, when we stress, when we go through we put all that pressure on ourselves, that the cortisol level, them hormones, they fight against us. So take the time to not put so much pressure around your journey. Make it fun. Enjoy yourself. Take time, take a break, but don't get yourself to the point where what I'm talking about rest. I ain't talking about just stop working out. I'm talking about taking a day or two to allow your body in between. If you did a vigorous strength training exercise yesterday, then you might want to let today be a rest day so that your muscles can have time to recover, and then come back and do a little walk the next day, and then give you that day after that, and give yourself time to get back in. I would not be doing back to back really really heavy weights back to back like that, because you just more prone to injury. You really are. You inflame your joints. You really make yourself at high risk. It's really not good in the long run to do a whole lot of heavy weights anyway, because it does damage to your joints, and it does a lot. It do a lot. In the long run, you'll see yourself having more back problems and have to have surgeries and having to have all this other stuff because your frame wasn't designed to carry all that like that. So I really recommend doing lighter weights and doing more reps if you really want to see results and not be at risk for injury. That's where I really try. I used to do I had gotten up to where I was lifting like 65 pounds and stuff like that. But I have since back down, and I may do 15-20 pounds and just do a lot of reps with that 15-20 pounds. I ain't trying to go. I know it's a myth that women be trying to think, oh well, you gonna look masculine and all that stuff. You can't, not unless you are doing things to you're taking amino acids and taking other things, hormonal things to make you develop and bulk up like a male. We're not genetically, we ain't even designed that way. So that's a myth. We talking about lifting weights gonna make you look like a man. It don't work like that. You have to have help to be able to have that kind of muscle structure. It comes from those different supplements and things like that that make you develop the physique, more masculine physique. Now, muscle tones, being sculpted in your body is one thing, but to look like a man is a whole nother thing, and it requires outside intervention for you to look like a man. So don't shy away from lifting weights. I'm not saying not to you lift the weights. I'm just saying when you're doing it, use wisdom. Make sure that you take your time and make sure that you take time and leave room for your muscles to recover. So what happens when you're lifting weights is basically you're putting small fine tears into the fibers of your muscles. So you want to give your time for your muscle. Your body it has a unique way of repairing those tears that are made into those muscle and those fibers. Basically, once they repair themselves, it gets more bulkier, and then you start to see a greater definition in your muscles by the healing process of after the muscle has been shredded. It heals itself, and then you start to see more of a definition to your muscle. But we can't get the bulk like men because our frames ain't designed like that. We have to have help. I mean, even men have to have help. They they hormones, their natural hormones, they have more testosterone and things like that that's gonna help them bulk like that. But they also take supplements and things like that. They help speed up the process of bulking. So if you're not using those supplements, you ain't gotta worry about it. But what it is that we were talking about last time on the video, that lifting weights, strength training is beneficial to us because when we're sitting still, we burn 3 times as much calories with muscle tones. We're building our muscles than we would by fat. So it is beneficial. And so today has been this weekend. I took some time and I got some rest in, and I took a day off. I took a mental break so that I could get myself ready to really because in this is the last quarter of the year, so the more intensity I have with the work that I do, it requires me to put in more longer hours and things like that because of the numbers that I have to get in to close out the fiscal year. So I know I needed some time to mentally prepare for what's coming in the next couple of weeks. And so sometimes it's necessary for you to disconnect from the world and for you to unplug for a while and allow your body time to get what it needs. Allow yourself mentally time to get what you need, and spiritually and emotionally get what you need to be able to go the next mile, go the next leg, finish the next rest of the quarter. So that's what I'm trying to do in this hour. And I just want to come on for a few minutes and encourage somebody who has been just going full throttle, nonstop. Sis, stop. You need some rest. Your body is screaming for it. Your muscles, everything is screaming for the rest. And it's okay. It's okay for you to stop. It's okay for you to take a day. It's okay for you to decompress. As a matter of fact, it's not just okay, it's important. It's necessary. It is so necessary for your healing, for your restoration. It's necessary for the recovery. It is so necessary for recovery. If you want to get back, if you want to get back up again, if you want to grow, if y'all know that Chronicles of the Curvaceous is so much bigger than the number on the scale. This is all about emotional healing. This is about processing. It's about growing. And in the midst of it all, we have to have balance when it comes to our life. We can't just go all or nothing. No, if you just go and don't really think about what you're doing, you bound to run into some trouble. You bound to run into some trouble. I want to encourage you and inspire you to just take some time. Sit down, listen to what God's saying to you in this hour. Be still. Be still. You don't have some things some of the problems that you've been running into them problems because you've been just going and not stopping and thinking about what you're doing, not really processing what's been happening, not really growing through it. You just been going through it. And it's time to grow through the test, grow through the trial. Allow that thing to help you to develop in that area. Stop. Think about it. Really digest what you just endured. Really allow yourself to feel. Allow yourself to heal. Allow yourself to get what you need in this hour and in this season. Um, don't miss it. Don't miss the wisdom keys that the Lord is giving you. Don't miss the opportunities to really connect. Come on. Slow down. Slow down. You're gonna get there. You're going to obtain that goal. You will be successful on your journey, but it's more to it. It's more to it than what you think it is. It's more required from you than what you think. And y'all, it's time out. It's time out for, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm doing two things at one time. It's time out for just wasting time. Just going without really thinking about where you headed. So if you have not, if you ain't finished that thing that you supposed to been done, stop and think about why. Stop and think about why is it that I have not reached my destination yet? Why is it that I haven't been successful in this thing? And honestly, you might need to make some adjustments. You might need to um, make some sever some relationships and make some healthier connections. It may be because you're doing it wrong. Y'all, I learned along my journey when it came down to my health and wellness. I thought I was eating healthy. I really did. I thought certain things that I was drinking and stuff, I thought they were healthy drinks. Honey, I went to a nutritionist and I sat down and talked to her, and I learned that wow, just because they slapped healthy on that label don't mean that it really is, because there was hidden things in it that were sabotaging my journey that I didn't know were there. And I was just going, I was just doing stuff, I was just trying, and I really realized that I was doing myself more harm than good. And sometimes, okay, I'm just like, oh, well, yeah, I'm just gonna run. I'm gonna just be a part of everything. I'm gonna go. And then I realized that being a part of everything wasn't necessarily what I needed. I needed to really settle myself and realize that some things weren't meant for me. Some relationships weren't meant for me.